Hey there, it's CJ Willie and I'm cracking a pack today. I'm back with pack number 19 of my 1988 Topps Mini Leaders box. I'm trying to see how many packs I have to crack to get all 77 cards to complete the set. I've included the link to the preview video in the description below, which gives a little explanation on the set and the highlights of what I could pull in cracking these packs. Since each pack only has 7 cards, I'll guess which category or categories the player led their league. Then I'll flip the card over to see if I was right or how very bad my memory was of the 1987 season. I've also created my checklist to keep track of my progress as I go along. We reached the halfway point last time and still have just 3 more cards to go. Rickey Henderson, Howard Johnson, and Mike Doon. So let's hope that today is the day that I can complete this set. So we'll zoom in. Right there seems, well, let's go one more right there. And let's get to cracking this pack. Okay, I messed around with the centering for the video. Let's get started. Okay, looks like we're gonna have a Wade Boggs to kick things off, or at least we'll get there. All right, get rid of spring training fever baseball, and let's get started. Okay, first card of the pack is Danny Tartabull. Looks like we may have a pack full of triplicates. Okay, Danny Tartabull was one that we just got a duplicate of a few packs ago. He was a league leader in home runs. He tied for 3rd with 34. And I believe he may have been up there in RBI as well. So we'll take a look at the back. Yep, game-winning RBI. He was 1st with 21, tied for 3rd with 34 home runs, 9th in hits, 9th in on-base percentage, and 10th in slugging percentage. Danny Tartabull came up with the Mariners and then moved on to the Royals. Had a decent career. There was a lot of superstar projections around him. And, you know, he was a great player. I think he made the All-Star team maybe a couple of times, but didn't really pan out to be that, like, Hall of Fame prospect. Next, we have Lenny Dykstra. So we'll get him marked off as a triplicate. Dykstra was a league leader in stolen bases. 53 stolen bases and was 3rd in the league. Nope. Completely wrong. Doubles. He only had 27 steals. He had 37 doubles. That was tied for 4th. He was just in the news recently. His lawsuit, defamation lawsuit, got dropped against Ron Darling. Ron Darling wrote a book about the 1986 World Series Mets, and in there claimed that Dykstra said a lot of awful things. The judge dropped it and said, hey, you know, Lenny Dykstra, your life has been awful, and it's well documented. All of these allegations that Ron Darling said happened in 1986 based upon various lawsuits, run-ins with the law, criminal charges, felonies, misdemeanors. No, there's no defamation here. You've already done everything you can to your own character that anyone else can pretty much comment on how they see it. Kent Hrbek is next up. Hrbek was a league leader, I believe, in home runs and walks. He was a key component to the Minnesota Twins' run to the World Series in 1987 as they topped my St. Louis Cardinals in 7 games in a World Series that the home team won each of the games. So fortunately, the Twins had home field advantage. They won games 1 and 2. The Cardinals swept all 3 at Busch Stadium, came back to Minnesota game 6. If I remember correctly, the Cardinals were winning, and I think it was Kent Hrbek who hit either a 3-1 home run or a grand slam to put the Twins ahead, and then they came back and won Game 7. He ranked 3rd with 34 home runs, so he tied with our buddy down here, Danny Tartabull, and then he was also 7th in walks and 9th in slugging percentage. All right, next up we've got Tony Gwynn. Oh, so not a triple cut, but a double. Tony Gwynn, a Hall of Famer, fantastic player. You know, early on in his career, he got on base quite a bit and stole a lot of bases as well. Not only just batting average and hits, but had a lot of steals. I believe in 87, he was a league leader in batting average, hits, on-base percentage, may have even been a league leader in doubles. Let's take a look. Wow, look at all those things he led the league in. Batting average was 1st, hits was 1st, on-base percentage 2nd. He was 2nd in stolen bases with 56. So later on in his career, you know, Gwynn was a little pudgy, But like I said, early on in his career, he had a lot of stills. By 87, which would have been his, I think, 5th year in the big leagues, Gwynn had 155 stills, and then 4th in runs with 119. Phenomenal player. I really enjoyed watching Tony Gwynn play. Next, we have Steve Bedrosian. Bedrosian, I believe, was the 1987 Cy Young winner in the National League. He led the league, I think, in saves. I think he was first with 40 some odd saves. Of course, my memory may be way off with these relievers and guessing the category. I'm trying to guess not only that they led the league in saves, but where do they fall? And I think Steve Bedrosian was first. Yeah, he was first with exactly 40 games saved and second in games finished with 56. Charlie Huff, knuckleball pitcher, the ageless wonder, pitched until I believe it was 1994, all the way up with the Florida Marlins, and I think he was pretty close to 50. May have been like 45 or 46 years old. Huff probably led the league in strikeouts, and I'm going to say complete games. It's been a while since I've remembered anything about Charlie Huff. So strikeouts, he was 4th with 223, tied for 4th with 18 wins, 1st in games started, 1st in innings, 6th in complete games, and 10th in ERA. The back of these don't show the data like the year he was born. I think he was born in 47. So by this point, he would have been around 40 years old, and he sure looked like it. Final card that we have is Wade Boggs. Wade Boggs, like Tony Gwynn, is a Hall of Famer and also a batting average champion. I believe in 1987, Wade Boggs led the league in a ton of categories. Batting average, hits, I want to say runs, probably doubles. Let's take a look at the back. So 1st in batting average, 1st in on-base percentage, 2nd in doubles, 4th in hits, and 3rd in slugging percentage. 1987 was probably one of the best seasons of Wade Boggs' career. He hit .363, had 24 home runs, and 89 RBI. Usually a top-of-the-order hitter, Boggs really exploded in 87. This is the year after the Red Sox went to the World Series and had a devastating loss to the New York Mets. Wade Boggs, even though he won his World Series ring with the Yankees later in his career, will always be remembered as, a Boston Red Sox. So, best card out of the pack, or my favorite card out of the pack, I'm going to go with Charlie Huff. And there's a reason behind going with Charlie Huff. Aside from looking like he was ancient in just about every photo, when I was in high school, I pitched on the baseball team, and I always tried to throw a knuckleball. Could never get it to work like Charlie Huff. Mainly, I just don't think it was a pitch that I really had a lot of experience in. But I remember a couple of games I tried to throw a knuckleball. The first one was a wild pitch that I'm pretty sure I threw way over the catcher's head. And then the second one I tried later in the game actually hit the batter. I'm sure they weren't complaining because it was probably the slowest pitch they'd ever been hit by. After that, my coach said, no more knuckleballs. Just stick to what you know. So, Charlie Huff was kind of my hero along with the Niekro brothers as being someone, I wanted to be able to throw a cool knuckleball like them. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Also share with me in the comments what your favorite card or what you thought was the best card in the pack. Until next time, when I'm back to crack that next pack of 1988 Topps Mini Leaders in my quest to complete the set. Just 3 more to go. Hope I get it next time.